Hey there, it's Dr. Renee Pleasant of Pleasant Leadership Consulting, coming back to you on our YouTube channel, Leadership University. And today I want to talk to you about what it means to make a leader. So let's go ahead and begin, shall we? So, is a great leader made from experience or education? I think it is a little bit of both. So I think that the foundation is laid first in education, but the grit of a true leader comes from experience. No matter how great a university prepares us for the role of leadership, and there are some great fundamental programs out there. I'm a graduate of several of those colleges and those programs, and I thank them for the preparation that they laid for me. Nothing prepares you for the role of a leader other than just getting in the trenches and experience. So, experience or education, both make for a great leader. It is my opinion that to be a phenomenal leader, you must first be a follower. You have to know what it means to take direction in order to give direction. And once you are a leader, you need to then be in the trenches with your followers, living life with them in order for them to see you as a follower as well as their leader. So, to be a great leader, you have to be a great follower first. All right, future leaders, here's another way to make yourself into a powerful leader. In fact, if nothing else, please remember this point: accept responsibility. Sounds easy, but it's one of the hardest things we do as mankind. One of the simplest things you can do is arrive on time. It sounds simple, but it's actually pretty hard when you're the leader. Respect people's time, show up on time. Another hard thing to do as a leader is to admit when you're wrong. Apologize. And then I need you to do more than what is required. Because when you do more than what is required, you're setting the standard and you're setting the bar for your followers. And then as a leader, most importantly, you have to be very analytical in your thinking because you're taking on the responsibility and the burden as the entire for the entire organization. So as a future leader, you need to act and accept responsibility for the entire organization. And then as you model that, so will your followers. All right. As a potential leader, your responsibility, if you will, and one of your most exciting tasks is to motivate others. So you do this by remaining positive, you find the strengths in your followers, and you remain optimistic, and you help them to see their strengths and their potential strengths, and you help them to achieve their goals. It's actually one of the fun things about being a leader. So, how can you help others to grow as you are a leader in your current position? If you are pursuing the role of leader, or if you are currently in the role of a leader, you know that change happens. There is not anything that we can do about it. Sometimes we are the agent that is causing the change, and sometimes we are just part of the tornado that is occurring. And as a leader, our job is to remain calm in that situation. And our followers are going to be looking at us, and they're going to be looking at us closely, almost like we are under a microscope. And that is very, very stressful for us. So we have to be very mindful of our verbal and our nonverbal cues because everything that we do is going to be overanalyzed. So remain calm. Make sure that we are very much knowledgeable about the circumstances that are surrounding the change that is happening in our workplace, and make sure that we are communicating what is going on to our stakeholders, our followers, because lack of knowledge is can just feed the fear And that is not what we want. We do not want more chaos and more turmoil that is going to be going on and feeding that. So you need to make sure that you are communicating in a timely and efficient manner. You're make sure that you are, if you're disseminating the information, you are disseminating it to the right persons who are going to get it out in a way that everyone is going to understand, and it is in a timely manner. I cannot stress to you enough that the information flows quickly and in a modality that it is understood. Make sure that if you're communicating through written word, that it is that the tone is clear, and that messages are received. Some news is not best received through written word. Sometimes it is best received face to face. So I bad news never gets better when it waits. It just doesn't. Bad news does not get better when you wait. Bad news only gets worse. So whenever possible, deliver bad news face to face and quickly. Um, I think that relationships um, are important, and that any news, big or small or bad news, needs to be delivered face to face. So it is important when you have relationships that have been built over time, and that some of these changes, the negative effects for any sort of change in a work environment, will be lessened because of the relationships that you've established in the past. However, change and is going to cause all the insecurities to rise to the top. So it is important as a leader that you are speaking to the group as a whole as well as to the individuals as well. So you need to be mindful of that, that you're whenever you're talking to your organization, you're talking to the group, but you're also talking to each individual as well. So stay calm, embrace the facts, and they're going to feed off of you as an individual as well. Followers want their leaders to show empathy. They want Followers want to feel like they are safe to ask questions. They want to feel safe to voice their opinions, and they want to feel supported. So this can be achieved when leaders are showing praise, when they are showing compassion. It is very easy to establish a safe work environment when leaders are showing empathy and compassion towards their followers. This is easy to do, and it can be done in a safe, comfortable way in the work environment. Um, it's easy to learn if you don't have it innately. Well, what do you know? That concludes this week's video of Making of a Leader. So this is our second video within the series, Leadership Series, here on our YouTube channel of Leadership University. We will come back next week with another video within the series, continuing in on more hopefully helpful videos that helps you on developing and making the leader within you. If you would like more help on leadership coaching, that is some of the services that I provide in my business coaching on the side with Pleasant Leadership Consulting. Please feel free to contact me at www.pleasantleadership.com, and I'd be happy to help you one-on-one or in a small group with any of the leaders in your organization. Until next week, I hope that every day in your week is a stellar day.